Hey guys. Okay. Hopefully I'm back. When you jump on, say hey. I need to get to the right page. How are you? I'm hoping that just my phone is dirty and that you can see what I'm doing. Why is that like that? Guys, something's different again. Oh my gosh. This is funny tonight. I can see my live, but I can only see like a picture. Hold on, let me see if I can get in it a different way. Fingers crossed. Say hey when you jump on. Alright, I'm gonna have to do it this way, which means I'm not gonna be able to see all your comments. Hey Terry. I hope you can see. I hope you can see. Hi Sherry. Sherry, you had a package go out today. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Terry, how cold is it? Actually, so I think we got to in the 70s today, but y'all, I had to put my fireplace on. I don't know what it is with me. Getting old. That went out already, and I sent your, wait. Yeah, you did the pillar stand. I sent so many. So I have 3 different pillar stand groups, and I kind of had to, I actually separate them, and I think I remember seeing your name because you were the last one on the pile for W. Hey Kelly, how are you? Terry, that is cold. That is really cold. But yes, Sherry, your kit went out yesterday or Friday. So you're gonna have lots of things coming. All right, guys. This might be a longer project. Okay, I don't know where I'm up in the air either. Let me lower you guys. I'm telling you, I'm doing team videos, so all my stuff is not in the right place today. Hi, Deb. I definitely sent something out to you today. All right, guys, so just before we get started, I just want to make sure everybody knows about these specials and deals that are going on over on my shop. We have some older Kickstart transfers that came back. And then we have the Creative Kickstart. We have 2 new transfers, and then we have a rainbow and floral add-on. So guys, you don't, and you know there's tiers. So if you spend $60, you get a free transfer. Spend $75, you get 2 of the free brand new transfers. And if you spend $90, you get both brand new transfers and the add-ons. Just so you know, you don't have to buy the transfers if you are only looking at the add-ons. You can go ahead and buy just the add-ons if you want. I actually bought several packs of the add-ons. So I just want to make sure you know about the specials, the deals. The transfers that came back are 20% off. Unless you are my club member, they are 50% off. Just for club members. And it goes through the end of the month. Making sure. January 31st. So, if you are a club member, you're going to get 50% off those transfers through the end of the month. If you're not a club member, it's a great month to join, okay? All right. We're going to do a little bit of everything today. We're going to do some chalking, some Mod Podge. We're going to be sanding. We're using vellum paper. We're using napkins. So let's stop prepping so we can stop playing, okay? We are going to use another portion of, and this transfer is coming back. It's out of stock right now. The Hello Valentine. So we used this piece already. We used it on the big block, remember? Today, we are going to use, I'm keeping this for something special. I have something coming in and I don't want to use that until I absolutely have to. So today, we are going to use the Hello Valentine, okay? I think we might change our mind. All right, we're going to use one. These are still in stock. If you haven't picked any of these up, these are great, guys. So this is the Simple Shapes, the rectangle. They come two to a pack, okay? We're going to use that. I am using a heart cutout. And just FYI, I use this for something else, but we're going to use the other side, and I'm actually going to hot glue that side down, so it doesn't really matter. So we're going to use our Marvelous paste to paint the heart, okay? And then we're going to let that dry, give that time to dry. And I am going to put a light spritz on this. I'm not going to put too much because I really do want it to be a little darker. And because the backside's not going to show, but I know the inside, I guess you would, or the outside. The outside will show, so I'm going to go ahead and paste paint that. It's funny because I feel like I am using more Marvelous this year than I have in the past. I did start that project with the reds, so I'm going to finish that because so many of you still just like the traditional red for Valentine's Day. And then some people are into the mauves. I actually have customers that love just black and white for Valentine's Day, so you know anything goes, right? I am going to put a napkin over this, so I'm not really worried about how pretty this looks. I just didn't want the backdrop of it being starch white. Get more of the sides. Okay, so for now, and I'm not going to paint that. Oh, I'm going to paint this little heart. I knew there was something else. I have a little wooden cutout. All right, I put this on something the other day. I can't remember. I know I ask this question all the time. Do you decorate a lot for Valentine's outside of a tier tray? So I know a bunch of you do. You do tier trays, but do you decorate other than the tier trays? Yes, the pillow stand too. Right, Sherry. I knew your name's like all over the place lately. All right. So this, I'm thinking I might be done. I might pull it back out. You never know. All right, let's let this dry. I've got two of them. All right, so this is just a piece of vellum paper. Now look, it doesn't fit lengthwise. It's a little short, and I am perfectly okay with that, guys, because guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna rip this a little, even more so than sanding it down for the Mod Podge, to give it that tattered look. And or we can ink it. I think I might burn it. Your front door. So your front doors, do you do like the same? Do you have two doors, Terry? Do you do like the do you do the same wreaths on both doors? I'm gonna do that. Let's burn this just a little. And dining room table. I have a, it's almost like a buffet in my foyer room, in my foyer. So I'm actually going to put stuff on that. I think I'm going to, you know what, I think I'm going to do a little bit on the sides too. So I'll decorate. I have something wintry on there right now, but I'll definitely put some Valentine things up. Both, same on both doors. You know, I haven't asked you guys this in a long time, but if you think you know of anyone who might want to be on this VIP page if they love crafting, please feel free to send them an invite. Any friend of yours is a friend of mine. I haven't said that in a long time. I am going to be doing more on this page this year. So, if you know anybody, send them our way. All right. I had, not my last house, so the last two houses I've built, I have decided that I don't want double doors. I've had huge metal double doors, and I love them. I love the look. I think they just make a house look gorgeous. But I have decided in the last two houses I have built, I don't know why I did that because I'm going to scrape it off anyways. Why did I do that? That now I'm putting in one oversized door. It's the size of like a handicapped door, and I'm just doing one. I I love decorating the double doors. Love, love, love. But the minute one thing goes off, it drives me nuts. It really does. I love having them when we move because it's so much easier to open two doors, right? To get things in and out. What's this? But it's funny, coming up with the plans for the house that we're building now. You know, the house definitely could have had the double doors, and I chose not to. Jeff was really surprised that I did that again. But, you know, someday I'll go back to the double doors because I really, 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 I think they just look gorgeous on the front of a house. But I have, so on the new house, in the front, there's a huge window almost right next to the front door, and it just looked like a third door almost, so that's why I decided to go with the oversized door. Yes. Yes, and that's what makes me crazy. And then when something happens to one, it's like having twins. Honest to God, guys. When my twins were babies, if one would throw up, I would change both of them into different clothes because they always had to match, right? But my front door, one thing happens to one of the wreaths, I gotta end up fixing both or buying two new ones, or it's just crazy how I think like that. And I actually love a huge wreath, and with the two front doors, it's like too much to have two, but that's just me. All right. Let's try this just a little bit. Okay. That's so funny. Yeah. So you need to be big and boisterous, is what you're saying, Terry. That's gonna be good. Let's take this plastic off before I melt it. Yeah, I didn't really have to burn that edge, guys. What was I thinking? We'll do it like that though. Alright, I know I have parchment paper somewhere. I thought I took it out. Alright, so again, I'm kind of keeping this slick and clean, which is why we're going to use the heat press, okay? Yeah, it is a beautiful. Now we're going to put one of my favorite napkins on it, so we're going to hide it, but it will come out in this little guy. And this is, I'm using, I probably should have, can you see, did you see what this paper looks like? I'll bring it up there so you can see it. It's like a very antique-y gold vellum paper. Oh my god, look what I just did. Flatten this. Did you see that bump? That was weird. Probably shouldn't be doing this on plastic. That's what it's probably telling me. Alright. Okay. Let me bring this up here so you can see. So it's got some subtle designs to it. This way. Can you see? And then while we have this on, let's go ahead and do the napkin at the same time. Some of you have gotten this in the mail too, as one of your surprise napkins. Yeah, look at this plastic, it bubbles. It is a pretty paper. You guys, you can get papers anywhere these days. Okay. Let's see. I want to make sure. We don't have to come back to it. So we're going to do the same thing. And again, the reason why I painted this was so it wouldn't be so stark white, because this is a vintagey type napkin and it's very, very thin. So I kind of want this marvelous color to come through. Dry it. Well, maybe I should put Mod Podge on the whole thing, right guys? So my daughter's watching. I can hear. This Is Us. Do you guys watch This Is Us? I'm not surprised this is the last season. And I'm actually okay with it being the last season. It was so good. That first season was awesome. The second season was good, and I've just been like, not a fan. Do any of you watch it? Yeah, so we're going to do the same thing. Definitely want to get these roses right in the middle. I think that'd be good. And then you did, Diane, hey, do you feel like it's okay that it's going off the air? I do. I'm okay with it. All right, so I am not going to put Mod Podge on top of this. either one because I really do want that more of a distressed vintagey look, okay? We're done. All right, so let's take this off. I'm almost wanting to maybe keep these pieces. That might be salvageable. I might be able to do something. You know, I usually don't keep pieces of anything, but that one's actually cute. This dry a little bit. Ugh, this is running. That dry just a little. And then we're going to antique it. So that's why I'm okay with not having it off the edge. Let's just clean it up a little. So by putting that mauve on the back, oh, hold on. Putting the mauve, you're gonna see, you're not gonna see that white. Okay, all right, so that's done. Let's go ahead and dirty this up a little. I'm gonna wax it too. And actually, we can use this. So you can see some of the burn on the side. Oh, now you can see it. This is really dirtying it up. This looks actually really nice, guys. Right. So bring it up, yeah. Okay. All right, so I'm going to put wax on this because it's paper and we're putting a transfer down. They were for a potty. I can't believe I'm using them to craft. So we've been, this is a funny story, guys. We have been here for 13 months now, and my goal was not to buy a napkin. That's how many like I'm just talking like dinner napkins, right? That's how many napkins we've had. We have yet, and we go through napkins in this house like nobody's business. I have yet to purchase napkins in 13 months. My husband said I have a problem. Like every time we have a party, a dinner party, whatever, I have to buy napkins to like match whatever it's gonna be. It's an issue. So I told Jeff when we were packing the house, I said, all right, let's put all the napkins in one big Rubbermaid. And oh, you know what? I'm actually gonna cut this. I said, let's put it all in one big Rubbermaid and let's just use them, because what happens is, the reason why I'm doing this, guys, is because I already cut one off and I would rather have this in pieces than put back on the back or as one full piece. So I said to Jeff, a lot of them at once. So I told Jeff, I said, let's just get rid of these napkins so we don't have to store them. And all the time I'm thinking, and the next dinner party we have, I'm going to buy different napkins anyways. So poor Jeff. Like, so we're actually using fancy napkins every day. Oh, I actually have some there. I'll show you some. Right, here's one that I brought up tonight. So this one must have been for a special party. So this was a dinner napkin. They're like, I've got them every color, every font, Irish sayings. That's so funny. All right. You know, you can get wax right from my shop if you don't like this wax. Our surface wax is awesome. This is my favorite. So just wax on, wax off. And that's because I don't want the transfer to pull up the paper. Alright, let's make sure. And do I want this to be, yeah, I think I want it this way. Okay, good. So you see it won't stick. Terry, did you see all the fonts on this transfer? Okay, so you want to make sure you get the bubbles out, guys. Make sure all those air bubbles are out. You don't have to worry so much about the dark green area, just that open mesh area, okay? Okay, and I'm going to use black. There's actually a little bit of black in that napkin, so it'll bring out the black. Can't say the word font without thinking of you. It might be time to open a new black paste. Oop, there's a bubble. I can feel it. I'm going to be upset if this has a bubble. But we'll be able to wash it off because we waxed it. Let's see. Ah, beautiful! It's a little wavy from the paper, but there's no bubbles. How pretty! Thanks, guys. Yeah, it is pretty. It's very vintage, right? So this portion of the transfer definitely gave me that vintage vibe. All right, let's dry it. I don't want it, I'm drying with cool air because I don't want the wax to melt. We have this, we have our little Valentine envelope. Let's go ahead and put this on. I was gonna have a letter coming out of it, but we have that new, actually we're using it for the Pillar Stand Club this month, the typewriter. So I was gonna do that and have that coming out, but the reason why I decided to use this, and I've painted these before, is because the frame that we're going to use, this is the same frame as this one, guys. And it can be held vertically or horizontally. If you guys need any of the links to anything, please just comment what you want a link for. I'll be sure to try and get them all in, but just in case. All right, so what I was thinking with this part is not to do too much. I've got a key, a skeleton key. It's metal. So we're gonna do like a key to your heart, okay? I decided what kind of bow I want to put on. Let me see if I'm going to do this one first. I was thinking of doing some whimsies. Let's cut it just in case. Just in case. I love scale. I have, guys, I guarantee you I have 200 skeleton keys. Easy. Easy. Every shape, every size. I actually might want to do a heart now too. This wasn't my intent, but let's see what this looks like. Okay, so this wasn't my intent, but I actually actually look at that. I didn't plan on doing that. Isn't that funny? I made tacos. 8 o'clock this morning I made taco soup. You know when you crave something and you're lucky enough to have all the ingredients, including the tomato juice cocktail that I use. I had everything in the pantry. I had the ground hamburg. Okay. See, this is actually, this is pretty. Let's see if we can make this. I do. I have 200 skeleton keys easy, if not more. I'm not kidding. Now that I just did all that, I think I need to cut some of this bottom off. This like goes all the, oh, good. And then I'm gonna put this kind of like that. I think we got it, guys. Not putting my fingers in the glue. Which studio? I remember that. I always have something missing. Oh, it was. You know what? I think well, I know for a fact. I'm just surprised. I planned on making that soup about a month ago, maybe not a month, right after Christmas. And then everybody got sick. And believe it or not, taco soup was not the thing to be making. So I had all the ingredients. I'm just surprised nobody has taken them since to make something else. Because that's what usually happens. Well, that's kind of dainty looking. Look at how cute that came out, guys. That wasn't even planned. All right, let's put it together. So, I think I want this to go this way. And then we are gonna do this. And then this brings out let's do it. Let's do it. You know what the funny thing is? These boards, I don't think I've ever chalked on them. Oh yeah, that one I chalked on. I was gonna say, I think I've put more stuff on them than actually chalking on them. This doesn't scream vintage. I don't know what does. Let's see. It's always good to have. It's heavy. Keep this down. I love old. So I actually have I have a thing right there of old hardware too, like barn hardware. And the thing is, I never pull it out, but the minute I pull it out, I'll start using it for 50 like projects, right? And then I put it away and I don't think about it. I know Claudia has a lot of old hinges too. I think we were comparing old door hinges. Let me see if I can get a stand. I might have to use that one. Okay, I think that's it. Who wants to see it? Your husband calls it junk. I know, I need to use more of it. I need to pull it out and... All right, guys, who wants to see it? Oh, you know what? Hold on. Hold on. Now, I would definitely put this on a stand, but have it sit up higher. And I probably can if I used, hold on. Oh, I forgot I put a bell on that. I'm like, what is ringing? Much better. What do you think? Hi, Cindy. Welcome. And you know, we definitely could have done some kind of a, so like this one when I said I never did it, we could have done, like pasted a backdrop on it, and that would have been pretty too. Like maybe the old hearts. That would have been pretty. Thanks, guys. It is pretty. I wish you could. I'm gonna take. I know it's really hard to see on a video, especially when there's all kinds of yuckiness all over the place. And glue, hairs that need to come off. Isn't that pretty? It reminds me of like when I was a kid and used to do those cork boards. Ah, thanks, Diane. You can make it too. So I like that we did the sides. Super vintagey, right? Okay, guys, that's it for tonight. Woo! If you need links to anything, just let me know. This transfer is out of stock, but it is coming back real soon. Everything else is in stock. Very vintagey. I'll take pictures. And again, if you know any friends who might benefit from being in the lounge, your friend is a friend of mine. So go ahead and invite them in. Remember, I'm going to be doing a lot more in this closed group. So if you think they benefit or just want to hang with us, go ahead and invite them. Vintage. Yes, that's it, Sherry. Victorian vintage. Yes, 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 yes. All right, guys. Love to all. Have an awesome night. You will see or hear from me tomorrow. Okay? Bye, everyone.